Thanks for coming on with us today, Richard. Welcome to the club. Is it your first time in Australia? Have you been before? And if not, how are you finding Melbourne?
Yeah, actually I've been before to Melbourne. I played with my old team Ulsan against Melbourne Victory. We stayed here for 5 days, and in these 5 days I just have great memories. If it's on the pitch when we played the game, it was fun. Off the pitch, it was fun to enjoy the city, and obviously just good memories.
So you mentioned you were playing with the Korean team. What was the standard of football like in Korea, and how did you find it over there?
I have to say it's decent. They play good football. When I moved there from Austria, I had absolutely no idea what to expect, but I soon found out that there's some big talent, and there's a different way of coaching and treating as a human. So you need to adapt, and once you do this, people make you feel very welcomed, and it's an experience that lets you grow as a person, and I'm very proud that I took this step over there.
What did you find you learnt most as a footballer playing in a country like Korea?
First of all, that language, that football speaks its own language. You don't need to communicate to understand each other on the pitch. That was very fascinating to see and to find out. So, and with making my way through Korea, I think it's way more easy to adapt in Australia, where you can obviously communicate.
So we've asked a lot of the other players. The long pre-season in Australia, it's so much longer than most other countries. How are you finding it down here?
If I find one negative aspect about Australia or football in Australia, it's this one. I mean, I don't mean to insult anyone, but maybe you should overthink this system. And as well, just 26 or 25 games in the championship is really less. So we players, we want to play week in, week out, twice a week, as much as we can. So if we have a 15-week preseason and just a 5-6 months season, that's a little bit depressing.
Yeah.
But it's also a new experience, and okay, it is how it is, and you need to get on with it. But maybe for the future, somebody can change this.
And how are you finding, so Eric Monbates is a new coach at the club, so a new coach for you, but also a new coach for the rest of the team. How are you finding working under him so far, and the attacking football that he wants our team to play?
Very exciting. It's very exciting at the one side, and on the other side, his philosophy speaks right out of my heart. If I'm a coach, I wouldn't play any different. So I think that's a perfect combination. And I think that as well as all the other players, most of them have the same philosophy, and everybody's happy about the appointment of the coach. So for now, the season looks very promising, and I hope that we can, live up to the expectations. And I think it's very important that we start well, and so that the fans see how we can improve and that we actually can become champions. And then when the fans come in the stadium, it will give us another lift, and everything points us in the right direction.
So what are some of your individual goals? I mean, obviously the team goals are for the team to try to win the championship. What about yourself? What would you like to achieve this season?
First of all, I want to bring my individual strengths to the team and help the team improve, like I said, as a team, but also I want to help teammates, especially young ones, to improve. This was one point I missed in Korea, because I couldn't talk to the young lads, and advise them. So I'm looking forward also to help improve for the young players, and be a part of a team who can achieve big things.
And for the fans out there that might not be familiar with your game, what do you feel are your greatest strengths, and what can you offer on the field to this Melbourne City team?
Obviously, it's nobody likes to talk about his strengths or weaknesses, but maybe just briefly, I like to have a build-up, a nice build-up, and with the coaching philosophy, this fits very good. At the same time, I'm a defender, which means you need to tackle hard but fair, and yeah, that's it.
get this one out of the way first of all, Richard. You're driving. We've interviewed a couple of the other boys, and they've been pretty harsh on you with the driving. Nooney in particular had a few things to say about you going up the wrong side of the road. What have you got to say for yourself, mate, in terms of your driving in Australia?
Well, the main message is I haven't had any accident yet, so it's fine. I had some shocking moments, I have to admit, but yeah, no harm done, so all good.
Personally, it's a bit harsh for someone to say too much if you're giving them a lift, isn't it? You know, like if you're doing the right thing, you're giving someone a lift, and then they come out, you know, it's a bit unfair. They should get their own car, right?
No, it's fine. I mean, if you make jokes about others, you have to take some.
Yeah.
So, all good. We are a football team, and jokes are also important to, you know, keep the fun up here.
Who dishes out the best jokes? Who's the funniest?
I think it's too early to say, but it's a fun group. Yeah.
Everyone's pretty good. Is there anyone who's not that funny that thinks they might be funny? But
Oh, yeah, I think Moody is very funny.
Yeah.
I get along very well. Yeah, he's yeah. You know, the young guys, they have energy in them. You know, and I asked him what's his background, and he told me Chinese. So that's a good start.
what about their fashion, the boys at the club so far? Is there anyone who's got a little bit questionable with their fashion?
Yeah, I think now I get back to Nooney. His Englishman style, he can definitely improve, because now Melbourne is a fashion city, you know, and these rainy days in England, I think they force you to wear just training suits, track suits, you know, so he can improve definitely.
Yeah, I like that one. All right, and what about musical taste? So have you heard much of the guys playing their music in the changing rooms? Is there anyone who's got really good taste in music and maybe not so good a taste?
I'm surprised that every time we go in the gym that Flo goes to the music station and puts on music, because when I think about a French guy putting on music, I think about, I don't know why, but I think about a violin, but he actually puts on really nice music, and he can stay there.
Okay, all right, that's good. We haven't heard that one yet.